Hello there and welcome. You should be on page 25 of your Pre-Algebra Quarter 2 notebook. In this video, we're going to talk about finding the percent of increase and decrease. So we're going to have two values and we're going to see what percentage increase and decrease we can find. There are two steps you're going to use to find the percent increase and decrease. The first thing is we're going to subtract to find out how much the item has increased or decreased. Increase, of course, you're going up, and decrease, you're going down. And we call this the amount of change. And of course, we are going to subtract. And we want to take the new amount and subtract the original amount. And that will give us the amount of change. Now, once we find the amount of change, we're going to find the percent. And we'll do that by dividing. This is division. Fractions are division. The amount of change, so what we calculated here, divided by the original amount. And then, of course, we're going to multiply this by 100, and we will get our percentage. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Rounding situation, unless we direct you otherwise. With percent change, we're going to focus on rounding to the nearest whole number. So our first question says, find the percent of change from 56 inches to 63 inches. So just kind of a first thing to think about, I'm going from 56 to 63. So that is an increase. And increases should be positive. So step one is to find that amount of change. And remember, I want to take my new amount, call that the new amount, and there's my original amount. So I'm going to do 63 minus 56, and I'm going to do that on my calculator so I don't make a mistake. And I get 7. So 63 minus 56 is going to give me 7 inches. And that represents my amount of change. So it increases 7 inches. Step 2 is to take the amount of change, which is 7, divide it by the original amount. The original amount was 56. So let's see what that looks like in my calculator. Oh, can you even see that here? There we go. Now we can see it. So let's rearrange this here. Get that lighting. Is that better? Is that better? Oh, is that better? It's hard to see the calculator. Maybe it's just me. So I have 63 minus 56, which we know had 7. And I want to do 7 divided by 56, the original amount. And I get 0.125. Now I'm going to take that amount and multiply it by 100. And I will get 12.5. Now this does not give me a specific amount to round it to, so I'm going to round it to the nearest whole number. 5 and above, I'm going to give that a shove. So this is a 13% increase of snow. Or inches. I was thinking snow. Anyway, let's go on to the next page. Page 26, so we can practice this a bit more. Number 2 says, in 1975, the average price per gallon of gasoline was 57 cents. In 2000, so there's your original. In 2000, the average price per gallon was 147, and here's my new. What was the percent of increase, because we are going up, over the 25 years? So remember, step 1, I'm going to find that amount of change. And I will do that by taking my new amount, $1.47, and subtracting the original amount of 57 cents. And when I put that in my calculator, I get 0.9. So my second step is to put my amount of change and divide it by my original amount. So when I put that in the calculator, and divide it by 0.57, the original amount, I get quite a long number, and I'm just going to write it down here. I get 1.5789. I'll just round it there. 1.5789. And I want to times that by 100 to get a percent. And I will get no longer the point there, 157.89. Remember, I want to round to the nearest whole number. 5 and above, give it a shove. So this is a 158% increase over the 25 years with our prices of gasoline. Let's look at number 3. One of the largest stock market drops, so drops is going to be a decrease, right? On Wall Street occurred on October 9th, 1987. On this day, the stock market opened, so it opened, there's my original, at 2,247 points and closed at, 1,738. There's my new amount. What was the percent of decrease? So I should have a negative number because I am decreasing right now. So remember, step 1, I'm going to find my amount of change by subtracting the new amount, 1738, minus the original amount, 2,247. And when I put that into my calculator, I will get negative 509. So it was a drop of 509 points. Now I want to take my negative 509 and divide it by the original amount, which was 2,247. And I should get a decimal. So I'm going to take negative 509 minus 2,247, and I get, well, I was supposed to divide it, negative 509 divided by 2,247, and I get negative 0.22652. I'll just stop there. Now I need to multiply this by 100. And I will get negative 22.652. Remember, I want to round to the nearest whole number. So that's negative 20, that's 5 and above, 3%. And it is a decrease, which the negative, of course, implies. Final problem. Maggie has been exercising by climbing steps. Her climbing rate at the end of week 1 was 25 steps per minute. So there's my original number. At the end of week 4, Maggie's rate was 60 steps per minute. So there's my new number. What percent increase in Maggie's rate of climbing steps from the end of week 1 to the end of week 4? Well, let's find our amount of change. What I've got is my new 60 minus the original, and that will give me 35. Now I'm going to take 35 and divide it by the original, 25. And when I put that in the calculator, let's just put that in here. We got 35 divided by 25. I get 1.4. Now I'm going to multiply that by 100. And I will get 140, a nice whole number. It is a 140% increase. That seems lovely. Maggie has done an excellent job. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.